So check this out, ladies and gentlemen, and this is courtesy of Wall Street Silver, why 90% of men are scared of dating women in 2024. I can't imagine what the reason is that we're actually scared.
Kung Fu hot dog must be stopped. Dude,
Okay, that might be a couple of reasons why we might be scared. Let's hear what this beautiful young lady has to say. And by the way, I'll get more into her in a minute, not literally speaking, of course.
These women ain't nothing like them nowhere.
Sexism in gaming. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Her voice may be almost as important to gamers as Lara's double pistols, curves, and skimpy shorts.
Kung Fu Hot Dog is a Kung Fu renegade cop. Now he must defeat the most evil Kung Fu master in the world.
Now we have the opportunity to tell a new Indiana Jones story for a modern gaming audience.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures.
Said, Mummy, I like the way the lady runs.
Get ready for a new world of unspeakable adventures, never before shown in a motion picture. Get ready for Kung Fu Hot Dog.
No retreat, no surrender.
This generation are scared of women, and I think it has to do with a bunch of reasons, and I'm going to go into it. But number one,
I would actually argue a couple of reasons.
To risk anything to go on a date with women. Back in the day, you used to have to at least go to a bar and risk rejection in front of your friends, or embarrassment, or any sort of thing like that. Now it's just guaranteed. Men can go on an app and just swipe, and if you match with them, they know that you at least have interest in them, so there's literally no risk. Second, I think that
yes, Courtney 8610, because I do believe that's what it stands for. Courtney likes to sit in the car, wax lyrical about giving me dating advice. Well, thank you so much, lovely lady. Carry on.
Phones and girls always recording things definitely scares men because they always think that like a girl is going to record them and call them
Well, from the woman who sits here recording herself, speaking to her cell phone, telling everybody else that when you see women recording themselves in the gym or in a public space, they're going to call the guy a creep. Oh my God.
Creep. Men are so terrified of being called creeps. I think it's like one of the things that they fear the most. They never want to be that creepy guy. And now in this generation, everything's recorded and put on TikTok. So they're scared about that. And the third reason I think men are scared of women is because they just don't have motivation due to pornography and things like that to even go on dates, and they're so scared of.
Why is she suddenly pulling herself up like that to tighten down her top? I mean, come on, that is an absolute adult star move right there. I'm just going to say one thing about what she's mentioned there because it's very hard to concentrate, if you know what I mean. I think some men watch adult entertainment because in some aspects, some of that is actually better than real life intimacy. If you've been intimate with a woman, it's nothing like what you've seen in a very well produced high-end adult movie, shall we say. And often the reality is disappointing. And I think to myself, why can't it be like that? I mean, Michael Cera in Superbad even talked about that. If he's going to watch a certain adult movie, he's got to have all these various checkboxes ticked off. And yeah, you might not like that take from me, but honestly, if you're a lone wolf like I am, you'll understand where I'm coming from on that point. If I walked into a bar, all suited and booted in my Crockett and Jones shoes and my nice Ted Baker wallet, which I have right here, by the way. So, I bought this thing probably 15 years ago, and it's still going, still smells of leather. This wallet has been with me everywhere, to Japan, to America. I love this thing. But yeah, if I walked in like that, do you think she would give me the time of day? I don't think so. Be like, whatever, I'm going to go to the next guy along the way. You know, there's Frank Grillo's there. Oh, hi, Frank. I love your movies. She'll be more into a guy like Frank Grillo, and who can blame her, because the guy looks good for almost 55, 56 years of age. But honestly, I mean, women like her, and I'll tell you this much, I'd rather watch her than watch some horn, if you know what I mean. If you know what I'm trying to rhyme, PH stuff. She's got herself a follower from me, that's for sure. But yeah, it's the double D hypocrisy, as I like to call it, where she just sits there telling us men we're all bad because we won't date women like them. I mean, it's like the Blurred Lines video from Robin Thicke and Pharrell Williams. And of course, who became a famous person out of that, or infamous? Emily Ratajkowski, jiggling her bits and pieces all over the place. And then, of course, Mr. Thicke and Pharrell got sued by the Marvin Gaye estate because they actually sampled his song for theirs. And it's really funny because then you see people like Pharrell, who then went to work on Minions, all cucked in interviews like, yeah, I'm this reformed guy now, despite the fact that when Pharrell Williams was with his other hip-hop group back in the day, where they'd have women slathering all over them. Do you know what I mean? So it's just so funny, the hypocrisy that men have to be cucked towards feminism because women shout it out. And by the same token, when I used to work for a government agency back in the day, when it came to the Christmas party, I would see good-looking female managers bopping and dancing on a disco floor, yes, I'm using the word disco, to Blurred Lines. Like, wow, you women are either based or you're ignorant, or you just don't care. So I do salute this lady right here, and I'm just going to guess now, as a man of culture, she's probably sporting a pair of 38 double Ds. I tend to zoom in on that double D size because it's my favorite to get motorboated by. And she's absolutely a delight. A bit insufferable, probably farts a lot. But funny enough, when I do actually visit her, and of course I've started following her, she puts out trash like this. Just have a look. It's hilarious. So she sits in the car, sipping on some cool iced coffee, listening to Jojo. Wow, that's yeah, I guess this girl has never listened to AC/DC or Led Zeppelin, anything as good as Foghat even. No, she doesn't even know who they are. If you want real music love, listen to those bands, not Jojo. Even Robert Palmer I would throw into the mix when he went from a soul man to an absolute rock star. But yeah, this is what Courtney likes to do. Sit in her car. Well, of course, here's the money shot here. I'm just going to turn the music off for copyright reasons. And we're just going to admire, as men of culture, why we like women like her. But, you know, with her volume turned all the way down, it makes absolute sense. Holy moly, man. She's au naturel, that is for sure. But I think she's an OnlyFans person. She's got to be, right? And I mean, she looks pure and simple as the God-driven earth. That, you know, she looks corn-fed, amongst other things. But is she the kind of woman that goes into a bar and just rejects male suitors who walk up to her because they have one thing and one thing in mind? That's base number 4. Never mind getting to base 1 and everything else. They just want to go straight for the kill. And I got to say, as a man of culture, a lot of men don't think that way. They want to actually, well, I wouldn't even say wine and dine a woman these days, because you're spending your money on her, but what is she giving you in return? You know, she talks about old-fashioned values. Well, she kind of beats about the bush when it comes to that, but you know, as a guy who's dated lots of women in the past, yeah, you can probably wine, I wouldn't even say wine or dine them, just take them out for a coffee first of all, get to know them, have a bit of a chit-chat, a repartee, let's see what goes on there, and if you get somewhere, then you go back for a second date. Women everywhere like to scream reached their feminist frequency all over the place because men are bad. But I tell you what, if this entire world was run by women and they wanted to have kids and they wanted to look for a man, where is that man? Oh no, we got rid of them all because men are bad. Men who built the concrete foundations of the world, right? Women just sat back and did something else. Maybe they're painting and decorating, because let's face it, fellas, when it comes to interior design, women are far better than we are. When I dated women in the 90s, that was how you played the game. It was fun, it was frivolous, it was carefree, and at the end of the evening or whatever, if you didn't get anywhere, you wouldn't go home beating yourself about it. You might beat yourself off for other reasons, but apart from that, why would you? Take it as a loss, move on to the next person you like to meet. But dating these days, as she rightly said, Miss Courtney, it's all about swiping apps, seeing who you're matched with, which to me is it's just AI taking your credentials, matching it to somebody else who should be a perfect match for you, but it never ends up being that way. So you get me dating from the good old days of the 90s when FHM magazine was out there giving you great dating advice. But today it's TikTok, it's Twitter, it's just Grindr, all these stupid apps that nobody cares about. But yeah, you can stand there lovely, showing off your jubblies, which are fantastic, by the way. Wow. Oh, can I just lean in closer? Because yes, I'm a creep apparently. She's out there parading herself in public, but I am an absolute creep because I like staring at her God-given natural boobies, and I absolutely love them. Wearing what can only be described as a piece of lingerie protected by a very warm parka coat. I absolutely adore that. So on that one, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like below, smash that subscribe button, and if I were you, and if you were me, you should come back for the next video.
Damn! Damn, look at this outro. Damn, hot dog got calmed down. All right, hot dog, you crazy man. We got to give you a thumbs up right there. We'll leave a comment.